up? My name is Jason. I'm trying to start an online nutrition and fitness coaching business. I have an LLC and all that. When I say trying to start, it's more of a trying to get it going. Because first off, it's a little hard, but I just want to talk today about obsession. All right. So obsession is obsession with imagination. I believe those two go hand in hand. And the reason I say that is because you need imagination. You need to have an imagination in order to visualize the things that you want in life. For me, and it goes hand in hand because you have the imagination to all right, I can see a big old house in my future. You know what I mean? You just dream big. Because at the end of the day, we all deserve everything, but we all deserve nothing at the same time. The reason I say we deserve everything is because if you can believe it, you can achieve it. And so, if you truly desire something and you don't attain it, it kind of gets pretty sad, quite frankly. It kind of gets miserable. For me personally, I've always wanted to have a business, and with life events happening, first off, COVID, going across state, moving states, freaking becoming homeless at some point in time. Worst part about being homeless at the time is that I had a job, just my credit and my background, it wouldn't allow me, no apartments or houses would allow me to live there. And then moving back different places, car accidents. There's just been so many different things that were unexpected as everyone goes through those things. But I've always wanted a business. And so I have built this desire to have a business for so long that I'm becoming obsessed with it. And this one business that I really want to do, it's online nutrition and fitness coaching. Just because, all the other businesses I wanted to do, food trucks for sure. I love food. I love cooking. Food trucks. And plus my girl, she loves cooking too. So we've been just hanging out, and cooking. It was food trucks. Then I wanted a tree cutting business. And then it was coffee. The online nutrition and fitness coaching. Food, it makes people happy. The online personal or the fitness coaching, nutrition and coaching, it does end up making people happy. You know what I mean? I've dealt with a lot of people telling me specifically they're going depressed because they're not confident. They feel kind of not comfortable being on their own skin, and it's kind of it's sad. And I would like to be the reason, not necessarily the reason. I would like to be the guide. To give them the resources that they need in order to achieve what they want. And it's really not just specifically to change their health as far as their looks and stuff, but also their mentality, their mental part of the game, which just being happy, you know what I mean? Wanting to go do stuff because they don't care about not looking good in a specific outfit. And I've heard that. I don't know what to wear. They try something on, it doesn't look good. I might as well just not go. Kind of sad. So this is the one business that I am going to stick with 100%, dude. I'll either I'm gonna quit my job next year to do this, and I'm hoping by that time I'll be able to figure out how to get clients. And I want to document the process. And so these videos are just me in the car going to and from work. I will then eventually, when I start having success, showing all the stuff that I've done. And I don't know, it'd be super cool if someone can finds this, and they're also in the same position, or if not in a better position, to where they kind of look down on me and they're like, yo, let me help you up here. I got some insights for you, bud. And I'm gonna be like, wow, it's super cool, and then have a little mastermind, create a mastermind where I'm learning from super professionals who are not just really just trying to sell courses and gurus. Don't get me wrong. Gurus and teach. And so I'm all about buying courses. I personally don't have social media or anything like that, so I don't know any, social media or online nutrition, fitness coaching, business people. I mean, I'm sure I can look them up, but yeah, I don't really know at this moment. But I'm about it. I'm about to buy the courses, because knowledge is power, and knowledge without implementation is, crazy, dumb, whatever you want to call it. So, man, I haven't done anything for my business. I usually document what I do for the business, but I haven't done anything for the business. Oh, then we're going to go back to imagination. All right, so there's a book called Think and Grow Rich where, all right, so there's a Napoleon Hill. He's a Superman. He's a Superman of the philosophy world. He's a Superman. He wrote this book, Think and Grow Rich, Outwitting the Devil, which is kind of like the opposite of Think and Grow Rich. It's basically what the devil does to you to make you stay the same. His big word is drifter. And then he has like the 16 laws of success, or the ladder to success. And, there's 16 laws. He basically has a framework where he basically teaches people, because he interviewed, a lot of people, a lot of the top people, maybe Edison. I think it's Edison. Tom Ford, Theodore Roosevelt, probably. I'm not really, I can't confirm. But yeah, so he has these laws, the 16 laws of success, because he's interviewed all these people. He's interviewed a lot of failures too. Failures, however you classify as failure. But and one of them is imagination. And one of these videos, I'm going to go over the 16 step ladder to success, because you kind of need one in all of it. So this one, I guess, is imagination. So imagination, I do believe, comes into a big part, mixed with like faith, and that kind of helps with obsession. And obsession, I do believe, it's not manifestation. I mean, they're kind of related, I think. Obsession is where basically, like for me, online nutrition fitness coaching, I literally listen to podcasts for like 6 hours a day, learning, trying to figure out these golden nuggets that I can put into my phone notes and implement them into my business in due time. I can't implement everything because I work so much. So every day I just find that one golden nugget, I write it down, and if there's something that has priority that can get my business going the next level, that's what it is. That's what I'll do. I'll work on it until it's done. And I try to figure out the holes in my bucket, and then instead of trying to figure out, if the hole in my bucket has 5 steps to fix versus, the hole in the bucket that has 2 steps or whatever one is more important to get clients, and not only get clients, retain clients. So there's that. So if there's something that requires more days, because I only have 2 hours, hour and a half every day. That's if I can get 7 hours of sleep, which is nice when you work every day for months. Not the point. But imagination. So imagination and belief. You know what I mean? So like, if you can imagine your future, you can like picture you doing the service of what. Okay, so it's in it's basically, it tells you in the book Think and Grow Rich, it tells you to pick a definite purpose, pick a definite target, so like, and a definite date. So like, if I want to make 100,000, I would read a script, basically saying how I'm gonna get the money, like what services am I gonna provide to the people to get that money, and what am I, when is it going to be? And basically, there's more steps to it. I just can't remember. It wasn't just off the top of my head. But you have all these things where you read it out loud. Like, for example, my online nutrition fitness coaching is January 21st, 2026. I wake up well energized, knowing that I'm in complete control of my time and my income. The sun is shining through my window. I take a deep breath and feel the success I've built. I walk into my home office, coffee in hand, ready to dominate the day. I open up my laptop. It's full of my bank account. That's 10,000 this month. Up another month in a row. Another win. Proving that this is real. I step out of my home office knowing that my business is thriving. I don't have to answer to anyone. I don't have to clock in anywhere. I built this, I earned this, and it's only getting bigger. So that is what I basically read every morning and every night, which is definite aim, $10,000 a month. And I do it by providing nutrition and fitness coaching. And I do believe that reading that before you go to sleep and when you wake up, and honestly, if you can do it throughout the day, I believe that your subconscious, I think it's like proven, that your subconscious will, maybe it's not proven, but your subconscious and the universe and God will provide you the path to attain that specific goal. And so, for example, if you can't imagine yourself doing that, like if you can't imagine what you'd be doing at 10, if you can't imagine you being in that possession of that money, you're more than likely not gonna get it because you can't even see yourself doing it. So the imagination, and then if you start imagining that, you know what I mean? Like I like to close my eyes and read that script. I don't read it, I memorize it. So I close my eyes, I visualize it. There's a house in particular that I freaking love. You know, that's the sofa. It's like a huge sofa, like probably 15 people can sit on it, watch a movie, but there is no TV. It's open windows, and you're just staring off a cliff. Not necessarily a cliff, a deck. And the deck is staring off into the natural forest. And, you know, it's very open. I can see, you know, the laptop right there in the middle of the living room. And it's an open panel where there's no walls. You can see the kitchen. You can see basically all the rooms. You can see basically the entrance to the hallway, but the living room and all that, it's all open and it's beautiful. I can see it. I can picture it. And I do believe that with your imagination, if you can imagine it, you trick your subconscious to actually believing it. And with like I said, the universe and God, that's God will put the plans. You just have to act on it. And another thing with the obsession is that, to go back to obsession, is that if you can imagine it, but you're not obsessed over it, you're going to be missing out on the opportunities that present themselves. So like for me, I listen to podcasts on the daily, marketing, sales, all that. Right now, I've been just putting Russell Brunson's Marketing Secrets podcast in my head. I'm gonna go back to the Side Hustle show because they have tips and tricks from solar entrepreneurs or solopreneurs, and they have tips and tricks. You know what I mean? And there's just little tactics that if you just get one a day that you can implement into your business, and it could potentially, you know, traject your business into the moon, basically. So that's what I've been trying to do every day. And so obsession and imagination, you know, and faith. You have to truly believe it, and I do believe that you just have to obsess over it. And if you another thing is, like, if you can see it, if you can visualize it, and you truly want it, it's really easy to obsess over it. So if you can visualize it, you know, like someone's like, hey, if you walk, you know, across America, I'll give you 17 Ferraris, you know. If you really wanted a Ferrari and some guy said 17 Ferraris, and you imagine yourself with 17 Ferraris, and you're just like, oh my God, I've always wanted 17 Ferrari, or one Ferrari, but this guy's gonna give me 17. I could do so many with 17 Ferraris. You know, you're gonna end up just getting this like, I gotta do it. And you said, I gotta walk across, I'm doing it. It's gonna be hard. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna do it. And then, you know, you take your first step and you just go, and you figure it out on the way, and the whole time you're just envisioning the Ferraris. You're just like, oh my God, I can't believe this guy's gonna meet 17 Ferraris. And it just manifests. You obsess over it to where you cannot do anything except think about it, to the point where it's like, it's gonna happen. You know what I mean? Like one step at a time, one state after the other, you're gonna be like, holy smokes. And every state, if in this example you get closer, you're going to feel it, and you get this like, holy smokes, this is really gonna happen. Like, this is really, really gonna happen. Like, holy moly. And you just start like obsessing over it even more, and you just start thinking about all the stuff you're gonna do with your Ferraris. You start thinking about, just like the whole, like, oh my gosh, this is really happening. Every state, if you will, or every step that you accomplish that, you know, potentially changes the trajectory of your business. So if you're sideways, not going anywhere, not going down, well, I feel like if you're sideways, you're basically never started. You're either going up or you're going, I mean, I guess you can stay flatlined. But yeah, the obsession, you know what I mean? It just makes you just like, you just start obsessing over it. And then, but you have to have imagination. I believe they go hand in hand. So yeah, that's my little rant for today. This is the marketing in the truck, you know. Until I start doing stuff every day for my business, like tomorrow. I really don't have anything tomorrow planned either. Maybe run a better Google ad. My Google ad today freaking sucked. I got one lead, and the other person is in Kenya. Now, I don't know if Kenya's, I don't know. It's pretty cool. She booked a call. She did the assessment, so she speaks English. So we'll figure what's up. Yeah, out.